Four were in the final both weeks. Lisa Fritsch, 24 years old. You can see the graphics on the screen. You see where they came in the heats, where they came in the semi-final. And we are off on the finals course. What do we see?
So far, so good. We have the first paddler down the course. She looks like she's definitely familiar with the water.
So 2 ups in a row, 4 and 5, and the water looks like it's flowing. It's an artificial course, clearly powered by 3 big turbine motors, but it looks like it's really pushing them from one side to another.
Right, yeah, it's quite tricky, especially in this section where she's right now. There's been a lot of trouble for the C1 men this morning, and she looks like she just pulled that off pretty well.
Wow, she just touched the gate, but she was really in control, and now she's doing really good in this move.
I think what we saw yesterday was Giovanni Di Gennaro, who went down in 92 seconds, pretty much 5 seconds with his penalty, quicker than anyone else, or 2 more seconds. But it's really a case of you have to use the features and not fight them.
Right, yeah, and especially if you make a mistake here, you have to keep going. I think we saw that in C1 men. A lot of people had troubles down the course, but if you just pulled down all the way to the finish, you could still pull a solid run.
Yeah, everyone is having trouble, so you have to really be solid until the end of the run and keep going whatever happens to you.
Well, gate 18, second last upstream of the competition. Quite a few problems have been between gate 20 riding across to gate 21.
Yeah, especially in this section where your arms get really, really tired and you have to fight to the finish. It's quite hard for your mind to focus.
Well, first down today in 1:13.96, made a final, which is great news here there. Connie or Karina Kunle, she's been around. As you see, the graphics are full up with how many things she's won in the past. So far this season, 9th in Augsburg, 6th in Prague, won the Europeans back in 2011, 6 years ago in here on the World Cup. She came second.
She's now on the course and she looks ready.
And you can just see how much power she's generating out of every stroke. In this section, she's going to use that to her advantage for sure,
well,
as she heads into this
really
hard part.
Well, an early 2-second penalty, which looks like she's really controlling what she wants to do.
Well, and she's going for the direct.
Wow.
So she needs to be fit, having the heartbeat going probably 150 a minute.
It looks like quite a struggle, but at the same time, if you're able to pull it off, it's a good thing. It's definitely a tough section, but if you hold yourself together for the rest of the run, you can still pull a very, very solid run.
And the going direct, that'll give some of the other athletes something to think about, I guess.
Wow, she was late in this stopper, but she's going back for the gates. She's fighting for...
Well, we saw her 1.86 off the pace in the first, so it's going to be her power here. It's quite slow water there, isn't it?
Yeah, in this section you start to feel your arms getting tired, and she just picked up another penalty.
Yeah, it's a really flat section, and after this hard move at the top of the course, it's really hard to paddle hard.
She just picked up another penalty. I think she's not going to be too happy with this run, but at least she's fighting for it, you can tell.
The last up, another 30 meters to go. And all the athletes, all the weekend, have been stressing that there's no place to relax on this course. It's really power, power, power.
Yeah, and there's stoppers everywhere. It's a really hard course.
I think you can read her facial expressions. Yana Dukatova won the 2011 World Cup here, former world champion, Olympian, and it'll be interesting to see how she goes. Everyone admires her strokes. Everyone likes the way she paddles.
Oh yeah, it's really smooth.
And she's definitely a veteran in the sport. She's been around for quite a long time. So she definitely has a lot of experience to race well in the finals.
Well, that's not what she wanted. I was standing there for her semi-final. It was incredibly smooth. So all three athletes taking early penalties.
And she's going for the up here. This is one option that we've seen today.
She did that at the peel-off. She did exactly the same thing in the semi-finals, and it seemed to work very well.
Yeah, it's a safe solution, but I think it's good because this part can really be hard if you take all the gate direct.
And I think you actually lose a lot of energy when you go for the direct. So it's quite a smart move for her.
She did really good in these two gates.
Jana, when she was 30, was a sprint paddler until she got bored. So it just shows she can make the boat move in the right direction very quickly and efficiently. Well, look at that. She's 2.7 up now, even with two second penalties.
Oh yeah.
And she's doing this quite well. Let's see how she takes the hole.
Wow, this was fast.
Last crucial move.
We can see that she's slowing down before the stoppers to use it well.
And crucially, the crowd have gone quiet, which shows that they admire what she's done. Backhanded compliment.
And just that last little fight to the finish.
Well, she goes into the lead, which I suppose is good. There's
She looks happy and
three athletes down. Wolfhard. She's one of the early athletes to go in the semi-finals. So completely different style to Jana.
yeah. She's going really fast on these first gates. It was really tight on the gate number 2, but now she's doing really well in this up.
So you can see the poles with the wind flowing around. So I guess going through the middle, that's okay.
She's going for the spin. Another spin here.
Was that plan A or plan B?
I think maybe the second spin was plan B, but
It seemed to work well. 1.18 up and crucially clear. And that was quick. Well, the speaker's starting to be excited. He likes the run.
you can definitely see the confidence in her run. She's really pushing it.
So Michał, when I spoke to you a couple of days ago, before it all happened, you said you like a lot this course. It's due to the tricky features, or?
Yeah, it's quite tricky, and it fits my style of paddling quite well. And the holes here are very, very sticky, and I think that makes for a great slalom course because you're able to use the features quite more.
She had some troubles on this part, but now she's fighting hard because she had a really good run at the top. So she can still make it in front of Jana.
Well, let's see how she negotiates last few meters.
It looks like she's going to be a little bit behind.
Yeah. So 6.92, always smiles, of course. To Bratislava with the junior New Zealand team to prepare, I guess, for the under-23 Worlds. She goes rank number 1. Yesterday she gave a demonstration in the C1 with 2 gates less. Let's see how she manages to negotiate this course.
Just look really confident always during her runs.
You can tell she's just placing the strokes right where she wants them.
That's quick, huh?
Yep.
When she's on a good run, it's a joy to watch.
Yeah.
Going for the direct.
Oh, and spin now on the second.
So we've seen all the combinations now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Everyone does a different combination.
That's going to be a fast split.
Look at that, 4.95 up on the...
Well, it was tight on this part, but she's...
Oh no, she's catching a little bit of the stopper here. But I think she can still pull a solid run with this.
Yeah.
With the 5-second lead especially.
Well, I think she's supremely fit and she's certainly going to need it. So you think she's given back most of her lead?
I think she still might have a lead from the direct. and she pulled quite hard in this flat section.
Well, 1.83, even with the challenges.
Wow.
She's really on a weekend. So far this season, missed the final Augsburg, 10th in Prague.
Well, she used really well the stopper there. She's having a really good run.
Jess is the only athlete that actually made it to the final of the C1 yesterday.
She definitely kept her composure after that move.
Yeah.
Right, looks like we're going to have a new lead. It's a case of how much?
Wow.
Wow, she just gained everything back at the bottom.
Almost 6 seconds faster than the first.
You have all the other athletes scared. It's a great feeling. Okay, Yevitechel. Been around a while. Has a couple of World Cup victories to her name. I think all the athletes in this final do. Used to the big water. See how she goes today. Not been making the finals though this season.
Just a little bit low in the first stop, but quite high in the next one. Now she's going for the up.
So the coaches have been busy in between the runs because I think we've seen 4 or 5 different combinations so far. Well, it's very good, very
Yeah, she did
in
it really
touch.
good.
She's made the time up again. She's going to be pretty even with Jess Fox.
Yep.
She's definitely going to be in touch. She did the 10 move quite well.
Looking good, huh? She's
Lost a little bit of
speed.
time.
Yeah, she's losing some times here because she's in the eddy, so it's harder to paddle fast.
Gonna be a little bit behind on the split.
1 second behind Jess Fox.
But this Jess had an amazing last section. Course, I believe 250 meters long, 5.2 meter drop,
Wow.
She just nailed this one.
Yeah.
and 6 upstreams, and she's showing us how to do it. 1 more upstream to go.
Just needs to pull off this last move.
So time to go is 1:06:31, and she
Wow,
looks like she's going to be in touch.
She pushed the wall and it was really fast to go out of this last up.
Well, just outside.
She's gonna be second. Yeah, second
time.
place.
I think she knows that there was some improvement in her run, but I think she looks quite happy.
2011. So honorary German, a German born. Fiona Penny missed out the first World Cup of the season because for tactical reasons, because she wants to concentrate on the Worlds in Po later in the season. Came 5th last weekend in the final.
Fiona is another strong paddler. You can see how much the boat's moving after every stroke.
She's using the eddy really well in the first up.
Maybe a couple of strokes too many there.
So she chose the up there to make the 2 downs after easier maybe.
Well, a little bit down, you can see that she's 3.5 seconds, now 5.5 seconds off the pace. They're fighting for this bronze medal maybe.
She's gonna need to keep it together for the rest of the run in order to be in touch for the podium.
When you're in this situation, when you know that Jess has done a blisteringly fast run and you've made a couple of errors, would you settle for a medal or would you still give it everything?
I think you shouldn't think about the result, but just focus on what you have to do on the course and fight to do everything like you planned to do it.
The challenge here is that because the speaker system is so loud and because the holding pool, it's almost an oval shaped, you are aware of what's going on. So all the athletes know before they start, so I've been told. Well, as we see, the 6 second of penalties, fighting to the end, 2 more gates to go. Third position at the moment is 1:12, which is Jana Dukatova.
Wow, that's a lot of penalties to take the
So her time wasn't actually too bad, but the penalties just adding a little too much time to her run.
To not be in the medals, only came 6th. Europeans came 5th. 2007 World Cup, 2011 World Cup here, she came 7th in the final. And won the extreme slalom last weekend, which you gained quite a lot.
What?
The extreme slalom.
Yeah.
So how's she going?
So far, so good. Now she's in the crucial section. She's going for the up. Oh, she just nailed that one.
She's catching this wave to go.
Got 2 seconds off the pace, clear.
Well, she was a little bit late there, but she's still good in this up. Yeah, she's really fast.
She's definitely going to be in touch.
Wow.
Whereas in Prague, the local fans were jumping and shouting, I feel here the Germans are perhaps more intense, more relaxed.
Yeah, maybe there is less people than in Prague, but they're still cheering for everyone. They're good
Well, look at
supporters.
that. She's only 0.66 down. So very much a chance of a medal here. Crucial 18 up.
Looks like a solid up here, and now she's in the last crucial section.
She goes this way, all counts. Good speed.
A little bit low, maybe.
So it's all about making the arms go. 106 for first, 109 for second. So she's looking for second place. And
third place.
so Jess Fox has a medal with 2 athletes to go. Yesterday, and I mentioned older sister won 9th position here in 2011. And the Italians are great for running down and whooping all the way down, following their compatriots.
She's really dynamic on this first part.
Came 2nd in the Europeans, 5th in Prague.
She chose the up here, and it's really fast. She looks fast.
See where she's on the split. It shows how amazing Jess Fox was.
Only 1 second.
In touch, yeah?
Definitely in touch, and you remember Jess lost a little bit of time here, and she just pulled this off very well.
Was it in Prague or Augsburg where she was leading the heats? So she's certainly capable of putting down a fast time.
And you can tell she's going for it. She's not holding anything back.
Well, with 2 athletes to go, all you want is a gold. Seen the 2 sheepdogs that go with her everywhere. Look, she's 0.68 up, but stuck in it.
Yeah.
Oh, and she picked up a 2-second penalty as well.
That's not what she needs. So from being 0.68 up to being effectively 3 or 4 seconds back, still fighting for the medals.
Got a little bit caught in the stopper here. Oh, and
it's all
another
falling
penalty.
apart. No, well, that's very well ducked.
It's very hard to stay focused in the end after a touch, or when something doesn't go as planned. You have to think about what's next.
And here there's really not much time to think, so you have to be on it all the time.
They say 5 seconds have ruined her day. 7th position. Jess is in the little box. Pretty much all the Germans in their very smart tracksuits following, or going to be following, Ricky Funk down, who won last weekend. Always picks up at least 2 second penalties. Let's see how she goes today.
Well, if it's one person that can challenge Jess's time, it's definitely Ricarda, especially at home on this course.
What was great last week was we had Jess in the commentary, and she was saying how much she admired the technique of Ricky Funk.
Yeah, she doesn't have a really big arms, but she has so much power in it. It's crazy.
Very efficient as well.
Yeah.
Well, let's see where she is.
It's going to be right on Jess's time.
Look at that. Less than a second off. This is the crucial section where Jess had a challenge.
She's using her boat really well.
People say she always manages to keep the boat going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really efficient use of the water as well.
And
She
she's
can-
really dynamic everywhere.
Well, so far,
Wow.
putting together a great run. Last athlete to go. And she's 2 seconds up on Jess
Wow.
Fox.
Wow.
This is what the crowd want. Look at all the waving in the background. Can she do the double? Won last weekend.
And this was close to perfect.
She's controlling.
Here she
know how-
comes.
She knows
So
how
far-
to deal with these toppers.
No errors so far. 1:06.
It's got 6 seconds to
No,
go.
unless she falls out, she's going to make it.
Win.
Oh, she's definitely going to be happy with this. That is a very good run.
Almost perfect. 2.5.
2.5. And with the boys, C2s, the top 6 were within a second and a half. Ricarda Funk takes the gold for Germany, Jessica Fox takes the silver for Australia, and Eva Tuchel takes the bronze for Slovenia, with the former world champion Schoenberg Dukatova just missing out at the moment. But that is really a big margin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huge margin.
5 seconds.